Tire and wheel road hazard will cover your customer's tires and wheels against anything in the road that's not supposed to be there. So if you're drunk and hit a curb, it's not covered.
That's where you're gonna go with that. Okay.
But if you run over a nail, hit a pothole, run over something that falls off a truck, and blows the tire, we will pay to have the tire repaired. And if we can't repair it, we will replace the tire, zero deductible. Everything on the Select 5 package is zero deductible. All right, if you hit something in the road big enough and bad enough to break or bend a wheel to the point where it will not hold air, we will replace the wheel at no cost to the customer. You know, anybody that doesn't buy the extension on this is out of their minds.
Right, especially in Atlanta.
Yeah, you're gonna get dings and dents. You're gonna hit
Potholes
shit in the
everywhere.
road. You're gonna scrape your. I don't try to scrape my wheels on curbs. I really don't, but I do.
I have a question on the tire and wheel part of it.
Sure.
Would it cover, say I saw a guy run over a ladder one time, blew out both side tires. Would it cover 2 tires in one incident? Okay.
Yep. Yeah, we'll cover an unlimited number of blowouts
Okay.
during the first 6 months. All right, windshield repair. Any questions on that? If the customer gets a star or crack in the windshield no bigger than 2 inches, we will pay to have the windshield repaired. The only exception is if the crack or star is in the driver's line of sight. By law in the state of Georgia, you cannot fix that. Their insurance company has to replace.
Sorry about that too,
Yeah.
last week.
I got one in the middle of my truck on the way up here.
Yeah, the state of Georgia requires the insurance company to replace the windshield. And roadside assistance, do we know what that is? Good. All right. And remember, you don't need to memorize all this stuff. You got show and tell. Okay? If you show and tell it often enough, you will end up memorizing it. All right, page 10. This is important. Well, at the top, it's a recap of the Select 5. Create context. Have you ever had a ding or dent? Have you ever had a flat tire? Have you ever scraped a wheel? Have you ever had a crack in the windshield? That creates context for the customer. Demonstrate savings. Let them know what, most people don't know what it costs to get a ding or a dent fixed because nobody ever gets them fixed. Mm-hmm. Most people don't know what it costs to have the wheels repaired if it's been scraped and gouged because they don't ever do it. Most people don't know what it costs to get a windshield fixed because they never do it. They just let it, they let it spread till they have to replace it. Then they pay a $500 deductible on their insurance policy to have the windshield replaced and their premiums go up. Communicate the potential increased resale value. Let your customers know the coverage can be extended. See how I'm advocating for you, Alex?
Yeah, appreciate it.
Where were you before this?
I was at Countryside in Madison, Georgia.
Is that a
CDJR.
franchise? Oh, okay.
That used to be Malcolm's store.
It used to be what?
Malcolm.
Yeah, he's good, yeah.
All right. Justifying the inspection, repair, and reconditioning fee. Why the customer is going to ask, do I have to pay $19.99? Some of the stores charge $29.99. The answer is so you buy a better vehicle. We spend a lot of money to prepare our vehicles, and we do it so you won't need to spend money after you take delivery. Show the laminate. See all these red check marks.
They're all
Each
dollar
one each one of them can create an additional investment in your vehicle. We check our vehicles out thoroughly, fixing or replacing anything that doesn't pass our standards. Then we recondition the vehicle up to nearly new condition. We change the oil, do a thorough detail, may flush the transmission, may need to change the tires, brake pads, just to name a few of the upgrades we do. Inflation has driven up the amount of money we spend inspecting, upgrading, and reconditioning your vehicle. We invest heavily so we can create a vehicle that qualifies to be Motor Trend certified. We create a separate charge rather than include it in the price to be transparent. Because of the money we invested during the inspection and reconditioning process, we can provide you with the following benefits, and that will depend on the vehicle. If it's a European vehicle, let me tell you how I handle the Select